Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, please like on the way in. Gives me an energetic donation to the channel, helps me tune into you. Flip the roles as you see fit. These are collective readings, any energy, any sign. Take what resonates from this reading and toss out the rest or give it to somebody else, my friends. And let's call on spirit. Let's get this party started. It's the lunchtime rewind, babies. Yeah, you gotta do it. Gots to do it. Let's call on spirit. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light. Please give me a clear message for the collective, one that brings healing, hope, and understanding of their situation. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beauteous collective. Beauteous, and you are. Each and every one of you are beautiful. And I love you. Now, love you, right? Agape love, baby. Yeah, friendship love. I love each and every one of you, and I thank you so much for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your participation, because it wouldn't be as beautiful as it is, this collective that I have, without you, okay? Sharing your energy and being a part of this family, because I so appreciate that. So let's do a little Reiki-esque, and if you don't, you can consent to receive this, or you can like fast forward, whatever you want to do, my lovies. All right, my lovey bubbies, my lovey dubbies. Okay, let's do sound. Isn't this relaxing? It is to me. My turkey feathers. Let's clear the energy, clear your aura. There you go. Gotta do it, gots to do it. Lots of smoke up in here, which I absolutely love and appreciate. It's so beautiful. Help it out, get some smoke up in here, cleanses the area. Now, if you have any sound sensitivity, please lower your volume, because if you have headphones on, it can be a little bit, a little jarring, my friends, and we don't want that. So I got my nut rattle. Okay, let's go. Let's get it started. Clearing out any juju, clear out any energy, right? And black obsidian, of course. I love these. Clear that. That's a grounding and protection. We also have our selenite stick for that as well, for cleansing our space, cleansing our cards, cleansing our crystals. It does an awful lot, and it's our Reiki-esque. This is my Reiki wand, and it has this clear quartz that's on top, and that's for manifestation. So manifest what it is that you're looking forward to receive from this reading, because I am manifesting for you clarity, understanding, closure for those that are looking for it, going down the chakras and up again. Thank you so much for that. All right, so what do we got here? We also have the sound bowl. I feel like that's what we're going to end it with, is the sound bowl. And in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Amen. All right. Thank you for that. We're going to start with messages. We'll get right to it. We have 2 tarot cards, an energy, messages, and of course, for some of you that love it, we're going to do affirmation at the end. Today's prayer cards. Prayer card for today, and we'll end it on a happy note, hopefully. Cross your fingers and your toes, baby, because you never know with these readings. Ooh, man. I'll tell you what. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I wish that for you. A wonderful day, afternoon, or evening. Timeless reading, so whenever you press that play button, the message is relevant. It's all space and time, and generations to come, man, you know? So for some of you, this is going to be, I don't think it's going to, for some of you, it might be a surprise. For some of you, it might not be, this message, whatever it is. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Okay, somebody's trying to say that to you. Somebody's trying to convince you of this. That's what I'm hearing. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. So somebody wants a second chance. Maybe somebody that was a friend of yours. Maybe that it didn't have, what is it called? It didn't get off the ground. Maybe it was the start of something. Somebody's trying to convince you of this. Okay. Spirit, what is this about the second chance? Can you give me another card? I want like 6 altogether, so 4 more cards, please. 4 more. Children are important to this partnership. So either you or this person, this former friend of yours, have children. Okay, strictly sexual. Maybe it's strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Awakening. Somebody is undergoing a spiritual transformation and leap of faith. It's safe to make a move, to make the move you're considering. Okay. Fate. This is a destined partnership. Twin flame. Oh my god. Yeah, bitch. Okay. Fate, twin flame, soulmate, loves, accepts, and respects you. And then the timing. Wait, the timing is not right, and interference. So there's a few things. We could go on forever with these things. I could go on forever telling you what I do. But where you at? You neither here nor there. I swear I can't find you anywhere. Damn sure in closet or under my rug. This love search is really making me bug. And if you know who you are, why don't you make yourself seen? Take a chance with my love and you'll find out what I mean. Fantasies can run, but they can't hide. When I find you, I'll put all my love inside. I need love. Okay. Yeah, I know how to rap. Don't get it twisted. Girls can rap. Have you ever heard of Queen Latifah? Yeah, man. Seriously. That girl can rap. Okay. Yeah. When I was growing up, and I'm gonna date myself, I was at the infancy of like MTV. If you never heard of that, it's a music channel. It was the start of the music channel, and I was there for the launch of the rocket, because it was a launch of a rocket. And 1981 maybe, okay? And the first song I was there for, second song, I sat in front of that damn TV for years, just watching music videos. And in the infancy of MTV, the videos weren't that great, but it was like so different from what I was used to, just music on the radio. So let me think. The first song was Video Killed the Radio Star. Video killed the radio star. Oh my God. In my mind and in my car, the country. I mean, the weirdest songs you've ever heard in your life started out at MTV. And the second one was Pat Benatar. I don't think it was. Everybody thinks it was the one where she was like threatening, but it wasn't. I think it was What You Trying to Do to My Heart. You better run, you better hide. Yeah, I think that's the one. I'm not sure if that was the one. What you trying to do to my heart? Rock. Girls can rock and they can rap. Hello, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. All right, I know. Back to the thing. Back to the rewind. Fine. All right, calm down. We'll get there. Because this might be significant, okay? I'm not just singing this for nothing. This could be older people that used to have the 80s music. 80s music was big. MTV could have been big, whatever the case. Somebody wants a second chance in a friendship. In love. They want love, but maybe they're going to come at you as friends. Maybe you were just friends and you were never anything more than that. But this is your twin flame. This is somebody you met and you do not deal with this person. This is somebody trying to convince you, maybe even energetically, through this video or this reading. They're trying to convince you to come back to them or to contact them. Maybe they're trying to contact you and you're ignoring them. This is a destined partnership, or it was a destined partnership and they chose not to pursue it. So that could be what happens here too. You both could have children, or one or both of you could have children. One or both of you could have children now. You might not. And one or both of you could have had a child in the past. Don't know. You have to find out. Twin flame, soulmate. Yes, they respect you. This is a destined partnership. Strictly sexual. It could have been at one time a sexual connection to hit it or quit it with this person. If that's what they were looking for, or that's what they thought it was. But there's an awakening, and they want to take a leap of faith. So they didn't leap on you. They want to leap on you now, but they didn't leap on you when they had the chance back in the day. Back in the day, man, could have been a long time ago in the 80s. What you trying to do to my heart? What you trying to do to my heart? You come around telling lies and now you want to compromise. What you trying to do to my heart? Yeah, this is a song. You better run. You better hide. You better live by my side. Yeah. Yeah. I said go away and leave me alone. I can't stand you no more. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it didn't end like that. Cornucopia. Cornucopia. All right, so that's like a blessings. Like, you know, they have the cornucopia, the horn of plenty. So this is like what they want. Storm warning in the reverse. I feel like that could have been your situation back in the day. A woman holding a coin. So somebody could be in the mix. Somebody like money. Holding a coin is about like a third party. Ooh, let me take a drink. Somebody's trying to keep me quiet. You're not staying quiet. You're not staying quiet. Rest and rejuvenation is the key. Victory is here. Somebody does not want this union. Happy family is also here. Damn, daughter romance is here. What? All right, something that you thought was dead in the water is coming back, man. The thinking man. Somebody's thinking about you. And 3-3, 11-11. These are synchronicities that you might be seeing. And this is, look at this, victory. And that's like 10 completion. In numerology, they take two numbers. Or they take all the numbers that you could have an innumerable amount of numbers. They break them down till they come up with one number. And that's numerology. So right here, this is completion. 10, victory. So you're going to be victorious, regardless of what choices that you make. There's a rest and rejuvenation and separation from this person kind of gave you clarity or is giving this person clarity about you. 3-3, daughter romance. They see victory. They see a happy family, even if it's a blended family. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. 10 is here. 10 is here. Completion, the thinking man. They're done thinking about this. They're done thinking about this. They don't want to think about it anymore as far as like, you know, like stopping the feeling, stopping the connection. What is the song from Aries Speedwagon? And I can't fight this feeling anymore. You can complain all you want up there. I can hear you people. I already hear some of you people complaining why you singing. Because it's the lunchtime rewind. Hello. And I've forgotten what I started fighting for. Yeah. Somebody wants to come running to you. But you're like, I can't stand you. Some of you are like, I can't stand you no more. Yeah. You better run and hide because some of you ain't dealing with this. But for some of you, this person has an epiphany. But there was a third party that got in the way. Storms, a storm warning in reverse. So something happened in the past. Maybe you weren't aware of. They made a choice towards another person. Yeah, they did. They did. And that ended the connection, maybe the friendship. But now they're looking at it down the road. They're thinking they should have gave you a shot instead of letting this go. Spirit. What's this woman holding a coin? Because I'm thinking this is a third party situation. Because that's what I feel like the woman holding a coin is about, holding you, or maybe this person, regardless of gender, energy does not. In tarot, it's energy. It's not about a gender. So this person could have been holding on to money, could have been focused on money and not you. And now I feel like through introspection, rest, rejuvenation, and separation from you, and going through the trials of life that we all go through, they're recognizing that there was victory with you. And they should have picked you and they should have chose you, but they might have thought at the time that it was strictly sexual and that it wasn't going to be anymore. And they maybe they literally stopped the connection past that. They were like, I am not going to do anything more than just hit it and quit it with this person. I'm not ready. I'm not willing. And I'll only give them a little bit of my time. I think it's like self-restricted, as they call it. So, Spirit, confirm or deny this. Let me see what happens here. Spirit, come through. Knight of Swords here. So this is a person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Now, when I give you the astrological signs, because tarot does have astrological signs and we do note them. You cannot get hung up on astrological signs because you have more than one in your chart. So it could be about you, could be about a person, or it could be about somebody that's in this person's environment. So don't take it like, oh, I'm not a Gemini and you're talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This could be a person surrounding this person. It could have nothing to do with you. It could be about their scenario. Okay, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Look at this heartbreak. Oh boy. So this Knight of Swords is like, it could have broke their heart. Maybe they didn't think that they were going to feel as strongly about you. But think about this. If this is a soulmate, if this is this twin flame dynamic, now you may not even buy into the twin flame. That's fine. Soulmate, people understand that concept, right? If this was your soulmate and you had some sort of connection with this person, they're not going to forget you. Okay, so they broke their own heart by choosing to separate themselves from you and restricting themselves from you. That's what it's saying, because look at here, victory. This would have been victorious to them. That's what V is like 5, and then it's a 1 over there, so that's, it subtracts it in numeral, it's 4. So this is 4 of Wands. So there could have been a victory here if they would have pursued you. And I feel like hindsight, they're looking at it now, but look what they are. They were a knight at the time. So this was immature energy. Maybe they weren't ready. They weren't of the age yet. They thought they had to climb a ladder, because here it's women holding a coin. So they were holding back from you, is what I'm hearing. And look, now they're the King of Swords. So time has gone by and they're looking, see what they're looking at? They're looking at this wreath, this victory, these celebrations that they've missed out on that they could have had with you. Yeah, instead of breaking their own heart, right? But look at what it has here, the world. The world is success. And the world is giving up something in order to gain it. So maybe what they gave up is on you. They're realizing that now, hindsight. They're realizing it now. They gave up on you. They gave up on the connection, or they didn't give it a chance, is what I'm hearing, because it was a friendship. It wasn't even really a relationship. It was the infancy of something. Maybe they didn't even know what the hell it was. Ace of Rods. They have a lot of, what is it called? It's like feelings for you. Yeah, sexual feelings, if you know what I'm saying. And rods is wands, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they want a new beginning with you. They want to start me up, and if you stop me up, I'll never stop. Yeah, that's what they want. So Hangman, so this is in suspense. Self-imposed prison is what I'm hearing for some people, but there's an illumination. Look, the sun is shining, and the sun is shining on 2 people. And some of these it's just the sun, but in this case, it's 2 people looking at each other. They're fully looking at this connection. They're fully looking at it and seeing what it is that they let go. But maybe they were focused on coin, right? Stingy, holding back, thinking they didn't have enough, wanting more. And they're lovers. So what they did was they chose somebody else, and I really can't give you this lovers picture because it's kind of naked, baby, naked and afraid. Yeah, I'll just give you the lovers here. I'll cover it. So there's 2 people looking at each other. They want to make a different choice, but now look, conflict. Yeah, 5 of Wands. So what they're seeing is that there could be competition for you. Yeah. Third party situation could be in this situation right now. They could be with somebody, or they see you with somebody else. But they're walking away from other situations that no longer serve them. They are willing. And I know people saying, oh, really, what I'm going to say? But let's hear me out before you start downing what I'm going to say. For some people, they're going to look at it like, I'm done with this person, and that's cool. You can choose to say yay or nay to any of this situation. But what I'm saying is this person is at an age where they're looking at their life and they're looking back at their life and they're realizing what they gave up, okay? They gave up the world when they gave you up. They gave up their happiness. And all these cups did not fill them with happiness. And even if they got a measure of success with money, it just wasn't enough because it was always that empty, missing piece, which is you. Yeah, you over there, the doubting Thomas. Yeah. Queen of Swords. Now, you could be very guarded against this person. You might not see them in the same light anymore, and that's cool. Everybody has a choice, right? But they're seeing you in that light. They're wanting a second chance with you. Hierophant. There could be traditional values. There could be a difference in religion, could be a difference in cultural values, and maybe that's what stopped the connection in the first place. There was all these ifs and buts, right? But like I say, when it comes to ifs and buts, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, every day'd be Christmas. So, but it was some sort of challenge that they felt like they couldn't overcome. And I know that I said that it was going to be just a small amount, but I need to go a little bit more in depth. So I'm going to use my cards, my mess deck as they call it. It's a mess because it's not like traditional. It's just my cards that I put words on. You know, a lot of tarot readers have them. I got them too. And so I'm going to read into some of this. My mess deck, baby. I'm going to look into it, but I got to shuffle a little bit. So give me a second here, because I think there's more to this than meets the eye. But you could have only seen your version, right? They had their version. Somewhere in between, there's the truth. Okay, and we could look at it with this card. There's your version, their version, and somewhere in between. There's more than what meets the eye, but they could have a third-party situation that they married, they got into, that they got to leave, or you have. Take it how it resonates, and don't take it on if it doesn't sound like it's your situation. But give me some more information on this Hierophant spirit. What's this Hierophant about? No, it's like tradition, win at all costs. Oh my God. Undecided. Yeah, somebody wants to win at all costs, and maybe that's their mindset. They were undecided for a long time. This is your past person. They're doing their shadow work. This is where this introspection's coming in. Maybe they didn't choose you because they didn't feel like they could win. Like they weren't sure about where you were. Yeah, they wish they could take back their words. But they recognize the connection is spiritual. Like it's more than just, you know, like a past person or, you know, wistfully thinking about somebody. It's like this is more than just a crush, is what I'm hearing. More than just a crush. They want you to contact them. And this is where the pride and ego come in. Yeah, this is where the pride and ego come in, where they don't want to contact you. And that's why a long time has gone by, probably. For some of you, a long time has gone by. Yeah, this person could have a reputation. I'm sorry. Why did I say that? Because it doesn't have the card, baby mama, baby daddy. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. There's a Hierophant. There's somebody here that they have a child with. They have somebody that they had a kid with, a mama or daddy. They could have had addictions and codependencies too. Competition is here as well at the bottom of the deck, so they know that they're not just going to get away with coming back and say, hey, how you doing? You already, time has gone by. They've wasted time is what I'm hearing. And you could already have somebody, man. You could already be done with this person, but they're not done with you. They're holding on to you energetically because you have that connection, being soulmate, twin flame, whether you believe it or not. You might feel a certain sort of way about this person. You might think about this person at off random times. Like, why am I thinking about this person? All of a sudden, it's because they are thinking of you. And you're feeling that energetically because they're holding on. They're not letting you go. Even if you're with somebody else and they're watching you and they know you have somebody else, they're still holding on to you, hoping that you're going to turn back and pursue them. Instead of them doing the work, they want you to do the work. I don't feel like you're going to do the work, to be honest with you. I don't. I think that they're wasting their time waiting. Come back to me. See what I'm saying? It's almost like they're saying it as a mantra. Come back to me. Come back to me. Because you got an emotional bond. And yeah, and they just don't want to let you go. They just don't know how to get you to even look in their direction anymore. Because like I said, you're now the Queen of Swords. You got it. Crazy chemistry. They recognized it, but they weren't ready for it at the time. You might have lack of trust of this person. It might have broken your trust. Yeah, they're seeing you glow up. They're watching you, but they got secrets, man, and they're not letting you know. And this is what I'm saying, friends with benefits. They just thought that this was going to be a sexual connection. They find you very sexy. Yeah, they do. They find you very sexy. But they were scared. They were scared that you would reject them, and yeah. They were in their dark energy. That's what I'm hearing. And overthinking the connection way too much. So they didn't make a move. It was almost like they stuck their head in the sand and tried to bury it, tried to forget you. But they can't forget you because they're always watching you. So how are you going to do that when all you do is look at the person? You're watching them day and night. They're watching your social media, the posts. They're just like looking at you, watching you, and like admiring you and wanting you, if you know what I'm saying, and not doing anything about it. Yeah, but they're hoping, looking on the bright side, positive, but they're manifesting you though. They're pulling on your energy and manifesting you. You might be getting tired if they're drawing on you. You may have to do some sort of way you block them. The dreams, the affirmations. How the hell do I say it? In order for you to like rest at night, because I think they're coming to you in your dreams, you're gonna have to call on one of your ancestors or angels to help you with that. Yeah, because they might be keeping you up at night, thinking about you. That mantra, come back to me. It's like I hear it, like come back to me. They're saying it all the time. You could be very sexy, Queen of Wands, very independent, right? 8 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they took a real fall. 8 of Wands. I feel like this person fall from grace is what I'm hearing in your eyes. In your eyes, I feel like they did. And they could have also fallen from grace in life. They could have been at the pinnacle of their life, you know, gotten a measure of success, and everything fell apart for this person. They dropped the ball. Yep, and old, whatever the hell that is. Looks like bones. But I feel like they're looking back now at what happened. In seclusion, 4 of Swords. They're restricting themselves from you. They're restricting themselves from others too. They're secluding themselves. I feel like in that time, they're just daydreaming about you, wishing and thinking back on their life. They might have a measure of karma, and they're realizing it's because of the way they treated you. Yeah, that's what it is. You're like their wish fulfillment. And of course there's a naked person here, so I gotta put this down. You're the star. How do I put this? The star is here. So your wish fulfillment for this person. They're wishing and hoping that they could get a second chance with you. But they're not altogether convinced that you're gonna do that. 3 of Swords. Again, sorrow, brokenhearted. They feel like they let you down and they let themselves down. 6 of Pentacles. They'd love to be generous to you, give you everything that you want. They would. They regret, 5 of Cups, that they walked away from you. Yeah, they do. And they see you glowing up. They see you moving on. They see you happy. Chariot's moving in a forward direction for you. And they're undecided as to which way to go, left or right. The Prince of Swords. They want to tell you their truth. They want to tell you that there's naked people at the bottom. I have no idea why. This person stepped on a lot of people maybe to get to where they need to be. And that's why there's karma. Prince of Swords. Yeah, they did. They were in their dark energy, stepping on people to climb the ladder. Accomplishments, 9 of Pentacles to get to that point. But who did they have to step on in order to get it? A lot of people. And they regret that. 9 of Cups, they realized that their happiness was with you. But they were undecided. They weren't in balance. They were undecided, so they didn't make the choice. 2 of Cups, they might have chosen somebody else. Yeah, and they learned. They learned. 8 of Pentacles. They learned who their person was. And now they're in hermit state, seclusion, as it mentions. And really reflecting on the past. If only they could get another chance, is what I'm hearing. And that's what they're trying to manifest. Thank you, Spirit. The sun is here. And it's illuminating the connection. And again, it's like 19, it's 10. They want another chance with you, but they feel like you're just going to reject them. And I'm going to put it here as the sun, because there's like a lot of naked people in this thing. Damn. But they feel the doom and gloom of it, because they feel like you've moved on and you're gone. You're already gone, you know. And one more here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. They feel like they have nothing. They feel like they've lost everything. Failure. They failed to launch. What I'm hearing. They failed themselves and they failed you. Yeah, 7 of Wands. They're trying to overcome the challenges and be optimistic. They see you as the Princess of Cups, so loving and wonderful. Yeah, they do. They do. But this was all undercover at the time. It was an illusion, the moon. now it's in limbo and they don't know what else to do to get you back. They feel like they've missed their chance. Missed their chance is what I'm hearing, yeah. Princess of Pentacles. Somebody here is doing magic and maybe kept you two stuck in a part. There is that third party. Yeah. They aligned themselves with a witch. That's what I'm hearing. Damn. The person that they chose was somebody that kept them stuck for a long time, but justice is here. I feel like they've come unstuck. They've broken free. Yeah, they've broken free. The Emperor now. See that? They've gotten to the point in their life where they're mature now. And they can see the forest for the trees. And they can see who was their ride or die and who was just there for the ride. Who was just along the way because they were there for a lesson. They're realizing maybe they didn't have like esoteric knowledge, but I feel like they're looking into esoteric, where before it was just traditional religion. And they're realizing there is such a thing as witchcraft, there is such a thing as magic. And they felt like you were very magical. If they could use a term, magic, yeah, you were magical. But at the time, they weren't ready or able or understanding the true significance of why you were in their life. Now they do. And they wish they would have jumped at the chance to at least know you on more than a friendship level. That's what I'm hearing. But time waits for no man, you know, and man or woman. And so I feel like you've moved on from this person. Let's get an affirmation card. And I feel like they recognize that missed chance and they wish if they could turn back time, but they can't, you know. We all have choices, right? We all have choices. Thank God for free will in a lot of ways. It can break us in some ways, but in the end, it really does make us a better version of ourselves going through challenges. If we could be honest with ourselves instead of like bemoaning certain things. It is tragic at the time and it is sad at the time and it is heartbreaking, but it does, hindsight, looking back like this person's doing, it does change us in so many ways. We can look back and see our progress. All right, so 1 John 3:18, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. And I feel like even though they felt a certain way about you, even though they know who you are now, they're not doing anything about it. Their actions are not speaking their truth. So as long as they're sitting there and not speaking their truth, nothing's going to happen. That's what it's saying. But you are. Your actions speak louder than words without you having to say a damn thing to this person. You've moved forward and you're doing really wonderful in your life. And if you can't see that, it is future prophetic, okay? Because past, present, and future energy is always at play. So keep going. You are going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you have success and that you're going to look back and see all the progress that you made and that you are just such a wonderful, loving person. And don't let anybody's bad choices or even what they thought of you in the past stop you from being the beautifulest version of yourself that you can be. Because you deserve love and you deserve happiness. So let's see. Let's see if there's any astrological signs. And if you haven't already, please press that like button, press the notifications for future readings. I would so appreciate that. Capricorn is here, Aquarius is here, and Aries. Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888 for the lunchtime rewind, babies. And until next time, my friends, be safe out there. Be blessed.